Hi, I'm just recording this little intro during editing because there are some issues with the recording of the stream. For one, I didn't notice that it was looking pretty weird because I don't have two monitors, so when I have the game open, I don't see what the stream is looking like. And so I didn't notice that the game was not showing up in the full screen. It was full screen for me, but it didn't look that way. And my overlays were also being recorded. And I don't know if it's my headphones or if this is an issue that everyone will experience, but when I was listening to the recording in headphones, there was a weird background noise going on. Didn't hear it when I just played it from my computer speakers, so I don't know what's going on there, but if that is an issue that you experience as well, I'm very sorry. So yeah, I'm choosing to upload this anyway because it was a fun stream. There were some funny bits, and if nothing else, I want to have it on the channel for the memories. But yeah, I hope that if you do watch it, you enjoy it, and thank you. Hello. Good evening. I am here. Who else is? Good to see you, everyone. Hey! Hi, Eke. Good to see you. Hi, Minty. So I have some sorrowful news because I discovered yesterday evening that I didn't download one of my streams on time from Twitch so I could put it on YouTube. So a whole ass chunk of Lost Ember is gone. Just 2 hours of gameplay will not be going up on the streaming archive because I didn't download it in time. So it disappeared from my VODs. So that irks me, and because I'm me, it kind of made me almost be like, I quit, I'm not gonna do this anymore, screw it, we're done here. So that was great. It's been a bit of a day in general. A lot of it I'm not going to talk about on stream because privacy reasons. But yeah. Oh, jag streamar mamma. Ja. And that was my mother. Anyway. So today I'm especially glad that my dear brother is here, because I'm just gonna show a little quick glimpse. You can't, because it's not there anymore. I'm pretty sure. Like, it's just gone. But you can see it. I mean, I'm not talking about the latest one I did. I'm talking about another one. Anyway, we're gonna talk about that later. Not right now. If you can download it, great. But I'm not talking about the one I did last. I'm talking about from a few days back. Maybe I'm being stupid. I would love it if I was being stupid. Because then, yay. Anyway, so I'm just gonna show, and then I'm gonna switch back because I have a story to tell. But, oh good, gameplay cam showing. There we go. We're playing this. We are playing Myst today. Very old game, but a very good game. And the reason we're playing this, and the reason I especially asked last time if my brother was going to be here, is because when we were kids, actually on Thursday evenings, our mom would go and have choir rehearsals with a choir that she was leading, and our dad would sit and play Myst, and we would sit there with him and help. I'm not assuming we were not super helpful because we were little kids. So this is some massive nostalgia. It's the first game in a series of games. It's very old. It's almost as old as I am. Maybe older. We helped a bit. Yeah, you're right, bro. We helped a bit. And it's one of these, it's an old point and click adventure. Don't be too quick to help by looking at like walkthroughs or anything, because this game does have a lot of sentimental value for me, and I'd like to kind of experience it properly-ish. But it's going to be a slow one. It's going to be a slow ride, because it is a mystery game. I'm not very smart, but I'm going to hopefully be telling some fun stories and other random stuff throughout, so that we don't lose our minds entirely. And I'm going to be using a notebook, because it is that kind of game. It's also, again, because it's very old, it's like settings, we don't know her. It's like I could adjust the volume, I couldn't turn on any subtitles. Like, it kind of just is what it is. You know, we're all just gonna roll with it. And you know, it's an old ass game. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So whenever there's like cutscenes and stuff, I'm gonna try my best to shut up, and you know, hopefully the audio balance isn't gonna be horrendous. If it turns out too bad, we'll do something else. But yeah, some nostalgia from my past, and some hopefully entertaining company for your evening as I do what I do. So let's heckin' go. New game. Oh shit. We are gonna do that again. Because no, I don't know why I never learned to turn on the game audio. So I'm gonna play that cutscene again, because there's a dude who talks. So, sorry guys. Yes. I would like to start.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
That noise in particular takes me back. The morning. Lots of memories of that one. So we're gonna be wanting to count the number of these things that don't really do anything at the moment. We're gonna be wanting to remember how many of those there are. I only did a little bit of testing, so I've looked at a few things, but most of this, I don't remember shit. So, topographical extrusion test, 40, water turbulent. You can't hear me super well? I was afraid of this. Let's see what we can do. This might not work. Let's see. Sound mixer. How is this for you guys? Is that better? How are we doing now? There is some game sound, but I lowered it. It's also a very quiet game, but yeah, I'm trying to lower the sound of the stream. So how's that? Now good? Better? Alright. Very good. If you want me to adjust it more, let me know. I can lower the game sound a bit more. Actually, I think I will. Let's do something like that. Alright, let's get back into it. So, topographical extrusion test, 40. Water turbulent pool, 67. Marker switch diagram, 47. So, if we put in say 40, the 40, yes, and we push the button. Then there's a topographical map of the island. Okie dokie. So, marker switch diagram. I already know that the water turbulent pool one shows you water. Maybe it does something else later, but right now it showed me water. And yeah. So this is a marker switch. So that's what that is. Hooray. Okay, I think that's about what we can do in this room right now. And here's a letter. Catherine, I've left for you a message of utmost importance in our forechamber beside the dock. So that's where we just were. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Yours, actress. So eventually we'll need to figure out how many of those are on the island. We'll enter it into the machine and we'll see whatever message actress has for Catherine. Yeah. And we're in here. All right. Hey, dude. Mm-hmm. Okay, bro.
Blue pages.
Blue pages. Sure.
Never.
You seem super balanced and chill. Okay. How old were we when we played it last? I actually don't know. It was a long time ago. I mean, the game itself, I think this edition of it that I'm playing, the Masterpiece Edition, was for the 25-year anniversary of the game. Obviously we weren't that little, but we were, like, we must have been pretty little when we played this one. And then later on we also played the second one in the series, Riven. And I mean, if this ends up going okay-ish, I might actually try to go through the series, because I have this ambition to play all the Myst games, and I have them all. But we'll see. But actually, I have no idea how old we were at the time when we played this with Dad. Who are you? Bring your red pages, sure. You got it. No, you can't see me. Okay, dude. Sure. Okie dokie. What's in here then? I have a backache today, so that's fun for the whole family. Let's see. Anything right now? Nope. Okay. There's going to be a lot of me just wandering around looking at things and pushing buttons and seeing what they do. Because there's a lot of that in these games. And talking about random stuff. Today I listened to music by a cool figure in classical music history, called, he was called the Chevalier de Saint-Georges, I think is how you would pronounce that. He was the... You love the sound design? Yeah, it's good. Chevalier de Saint-Georges, he was actually a pretty successful composer, successful musician. He was a very good violinist. Also very good at fencing, super good at fencing, and very popular with the ladies. But he was also his mother was enslaved. He was born on a plantation, so he was mixed race, and went to France and managed to, all things considered, be very successful, and he took part in the French Revolution, and all in all, cool and interesting guy. And he was put forward to be like in charge of the Paris Opera at the time, and the bitches of opera singers, I think there was like 4 opera singers, signed a freaking petition to not have this man be in charge of them because he wasn't white. Just dear freaking Lord. And I listened to some of his music today, and in April a film is coming out that was made about him, and I listened to some of his music today, and it was good. So recommending Chevalier de Saint-Georges. I can't remember his full name because the Chevalier de Saint-Georges was just what he was called, and I have a terrible memory, but it was just something I wanted to talk about for one, because I think it's cool music history, and for another, to share some storytelling while I wander around this mysterious island. Okay, butterflies. Hello. Okay. So yeah, Google the man, learn about him. He's cool. He did cool things. I wish I could tell more stories about him, but I am very tired, and my memory is le garbage, as they absolutely do say in France. Okay, so 10. Let's see. Right. Power to spaceship. Yes, we do have a spaceship. Don't know if it works, but... So, power and power to spaceship. Alrighty then. I could spend some time talking about how bad Don't Worry Darling is. That is something I could say a lot about. Yeah, the best of movies. Absolutely. Okay. So why did you stop working? Why? Why did you stop working? It's so funny because it's an old game. I'm like, is this a glitch or what? There were numbers on both. Now, not so. Okie dokie. Very well. Very well. I don't even have a lot of specific memories of this game. I just remember how exciting it was to like hang out with my brother and my dad and like sitting up late at night and going around in this weird environment and, you know, trying to solve problems that I am honestly too impatient to actually solve most of the time. But, you know, my mother had a game on her computer where you had to catch fruit in space. Probably the earliest gameplay I remember watching. Sounds pretty good. Sounds more my speed, honestly. I mean, I have a strong love for point-and-click adventures, but like that doesn't make me good at them. Yeah, I'm with you, Eke. I remember the sounds, especially the whoom sound, and some of the imagery is very familiar to me. Like that like strikes a chord, but like, and I have some sort of vague plot-ish memory, but like not really. So this is very interesting to me. And yeah, just felt like a good way. I played a weird PC-ROM game that was also a music CD that was unrelated to the band. I think the band was busted and we were at school. I think it was the CD of the song where they run away with their hot teacher. Incredible. Love it. Okay, so that is locked. It was just aggressively early 2000s all around. Yeah. Alright. Switcheroony doesn't do much. I went in here for a purpose. Have I already forgotten it? Yes. Okay. Now this is a memory I have because what I remember more than this game is the sequel Riven. Because Riven I was playing not super long ago. I was playing Riven, and this feels very those games where it's like you do something and you are given to understand that somewhere else something happened. Then you need to go figure out where that something else happened and what that something else was and what it means and, you know, what you're supposed to do with that information. Yeah. Great game for playing for a day when you're not feeling so good about yourself. A game that is sure to make me feel very stupid. But on the other hand, the nostalgia vibes are impeccable. And I'm especially glad that you're here, Eke, because otherwise it would have been sadder. I want to share it with my brother. At least the beginning. They released it in 93-94. Well, I mean, we did not play it 93-94. I'm quite certain of that. Must have been at least a bit later than that. But yeah, we were but wee children, just wee babes. See, this is something I remember. Don't remember what we're supposed to do with it, but I remember. Please, game, please. Where's the? There's a button. There's the button. 'Cause this I remember. This thing. I don't remember what we're supposed to input here. Any of that. But I do remember this thing. We'll figure it out eventually. No, not that. Nope. Nope. Yes, I would like to get out, please. Thank you. Alright. So we have that place. We have this place. Where we can input dates and times. And then we can turn out the lights. And we can look at the stars. So I'm assuming at some point we're supposed to find a particular constellation of stars in here. Let's see. Is there anything else? That thing. And up here. Can't do diddly up here at the moment, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I wonder if it's worth trying to do a few laps and see if we can count marker switches. Because I have a feeling there's some hiding somewhere, but I could try doing a little lap around the island. See how many and what happens if I input that number. God, you guys are gonna have to help me because holding numbers in my head. Alright, so spaceship. Actually, I can just grab a pen. What color should we have? I have a few. I am gonna go with this hot pink. Seems like the vibe today. And we're gonna do hot pink for a hot mess day. You are correct, my friend. You are entirely correct. So, there's one for the spaceship. And what are you? Can I go there? Can I go here? Can I? No. Okay. You don't do anything. Good to know. So, and one by the star room place. I'm doing, and one by the little pool. And one by this weird room. Whatever we want to call that. And one over by the clock tower. That we will eventually raise. Oh right, there's a little... There you are, one by the rustic cottage in the forest. What's going on here? Aha! Hello there. Can't... yes? I don't know what I did. If I did anything. Okay, there's a code here. This makes me nervous. This... I don't like this. But okay, hopefully nothing explodes while we're gone. Oh, hello. Oh, right, I remember this. I remember this. I don't know how to make it do the thing, but I remember this. I think there's some sort of secret entrance there. Eventually. And up there, of course. So... So there's one by the dock and one up by the gears. And I think those are the locations we can go to as of right now. So, what happens? Does anything happen at all? If we... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably not going to be that easy, huh? Hey, actress. Do you feel like talking?
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, wait, and erase this message after you viewed it, just to be safe.
Clearly, Catherine did not. So I'm pretty sure we're not Catherine. So the sons are not to be trusted. And we are to remember the tower rotation, which, you know, I don't, because I'm not Catherine. And the books have been placed in the places of protection. Doing great, actress. You're doing great. Okay, so is there anything in this bookshelf? Aha. Oh, this visual. Oh, Ecke. Does this strike memories in you as well? Seeing, like, burned books? Because it sure does for me. I have called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island. Elsewhere there are only trees which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I am eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I have arrived here late, and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange, then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water, I hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower paths to the village level, approximately halfway up the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. At least, he appeared to be their leader, for he sat at a meter off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human. At least to some extent he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely grey, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold his head up to look at me. But what a surprise! This creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motion that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I look forward to learning more. As I suspected, the ancient creature is a human, but he is old beyond his own reckoning and seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He has adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me he had not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he has told me. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground, and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings, which happened randomly. Some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. The sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. One day, things changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon, it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees, where they gradually died out, maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I'm not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me, although many details are very unclear in my mind. I am especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own. Yet the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he had been there. And the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans, as if they were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and asleep. He then said, "We had expected you to come sooner." These actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. They then kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All the while, he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally, he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes and walked out the door and off of the narrow path high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body. He had fallen onto a lower level of walkway and carry it away. He was laying down at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion, one of the tree creatures lit the pier on fire, and I watched as the flames engulfed him. As this strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to a dull green. This morning I awoke, finding it hard to even believe the previous evening's event. The water is a dull green for as far as I can see now. For some reason, the water no longer shifts color. As I wander throughout the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon, so that I may learn more from them. Now the ink changes color. I have lived on this world for 3 months, off and on, and the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I am even beginning to learn bits of their language. I have decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and my sons, and hopefully return with them. So I'm assuming this is Atras writing. However, I am sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to how Cirrus and Achenar will react to its curious inhabitants. So Cirrus and Achenar are the sons, and Catherine is the wife. Catherine is staying behind as expected. My sons have returned with me, and they enjoy this age very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers and are picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will not be too long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. So, a bit of lore that I do remember. I'm not really gonna drop like too many things that I remember, but a thing that I feel like might be useful to say is that ages are basically, I think, like, is what they refer, is the word that you use to refer to places that you can like go to through these books, like the book that we traveled through to get to this island. So that's what they mean when they say ages, is they mean these like places. You guys probably understood that from context, but I figured I might as well clarify anyway. I am leaving tomorrow to check on Ossinoian age. Cirrus has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay. Though the idea unsettles me, I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I could think of no better place to leave them alone for a short while. so I will consent to their request. I warn the boys not to take advantage of the respect the tree dwellers have for their ideas. They seem to understand my warning, and I have faith they will follow it. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the Cocktick? The Cocktick. Yeah, sure. Where we're going with that. Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the Cocktick. I fear for their survival and plan on returning to her shortly after checking on Cirrus and Akina here. See Everdune's journal for more information. Okay. After watching Cirrus and Akinar, I see they are handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again. Just gonna do some. Also, I don't know if I, should just, leave it up so people can read for themselves, but, because it's a lot of reading books. I don't mind reading out loud. I hope that's not, boring to listen to, because I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna read the things. I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again, and for a little longer time. The tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I am leaving, but are happy that Cirrus and Akinar are staying behind again. Just gonna... I've been gone for over 3 days, and have been to many different places. I had to tell Cirrus and Akinar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken, although they only remembered her from their childhood. Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Cirrus and Akinar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree, they will be returning with me when I leave again. I have told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoy hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures, and am reminded of my own adventures as a child. I'm also gonna have a look. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I should have... Should I turn my... should I not have my camera on and just have the game up? Or is it good to have my little window? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, I see now that the inks have changed from the black. I thought they were to various different colors. I have shown some of the creatures my journal, and they laughed and howled. I did not know they had such a sense of humor. Even now, as I look through this very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. We will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me they would like to come to Channelwood again, and also asked if they can visit some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over their request, I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they are ready for travel alone. For now, I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit this age again. So here's this. I'm not gonna draw that, so let's just hope I don't have to. remember what this looks like. Yes. Is that it? Okay. Alright. Another journal. This is story time with Hannah. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were. A group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks as it was never too far of a distance. One day, another person appeared on the rocks, for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon, Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change in their world. They didn't understand. Not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoy it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is such a sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also, during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light toward the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light, and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I returned with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished, and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat, where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could ever have written, I think. Stone Ship Age. So, this is where we are, I believe. This is us. We are in the Stone Ship Age. And I think what it is, another bit of lore, is that like the ages, I don't know if they are created by the books or if the books are just connected to the places, but in any way these books, by writing in them, you can alter the world, basically, if you do it in accordance with, certain rules and stuff. So that's what that is in reference to. Again, sure you picked up on that, but saying it anyway. Let's see. I think of it this age as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It even seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. Oh, and here are the little boxy boxes. Time for Hannah to do some art! Because this, gonna need to remember this. I am quite certain. And I know I can just go back, but this is better, I think. Okay, so anchor. And yes, this is absolutely clearly an eye. right? Of course. This is also a memory I have from playing this, is Dad being very diligent and taking notes, and me later on never quite mastering that art very well when playing these games on my own. So I remember Dad, he was like drawing things and like, you know, marking things down and stuff, and then there's me just like herty-derpy-derp. I'm just out here doing my best. But yeah, I hope that little story hour didn't last too long for you guys. I actually really like reading out loud. I enjoy it rather a lot. I'll remember. Big star. Snake. And oh my god, shoot me. Strike me down. How am I gonna do this? Alright, well, we do the best we can with what we have. Ice snake. Yeah, it's a cute snake. Alright. Okay. I can do this. Come on, Hannah, you can do this. You can... Either it's a six-legged spider or it's just a beetle, but I think it's a six-legged spider, actually. I think that might be what it is. I'm afraid. Yeah. Oh my god. Maybe a fat ant. Might be a fat ant. Yeah. It's a bug. I'm probably wasting my time, absolutely, with doing these drawings, but you know what? Tonight is for me. This is Hannah being selfish night and doing what makes sense to her in the moment. And the star sign fat ant. Yeah. What's your sign? Fat ant. What's the horoscope for fat ant this month? Or this week? What sort of personality do you have if your sign is fat ant? I mean, ants are very industrious, so I guess it's like you're hardworking and you're very strong. You can lift 100 times your own body weight. So you're like a very hardworking power lifter. I guess. If your star sign is fat ant. Okay, so that's the cross. And if you're born under the sign of the cross, you're Jesus. Congratulations. And that's an arrow. So we're doing a quick little drawing of the arrow. And you can also be born under the star sign of the flamingo, in which case you are the most obnoxious theater kid to ever exist, which I think is me. I think I might have been born under the sign of the flamingo, personally. So our available star signs so far, tag yourself, is Anchor, I, Snake, cute snake, Fat Ant, Cross, which I think might be reserved for Jesus, Arrow, and Flamingo. Tag yourselves in chat. I want to know. Or wait until we've gone through the entire list and see if something speaks to you. I'm dwelling on this for so long because I am making little drawings of these, so that's why we're just on this beautiful screen for a trillion years. The joy of this type of game. And the funny part is, it is probably a waste of time. But, you know, you can take this time to think about what your sign is. And what you think that says about you. Because I personally would love to know. Alright, the flamingo. I don't know if it is a flamingo, but that's what I'm calling it. And a leaf. And then we're done. Yeah, at the end of it, my sign is definitely flamingo. Leaf for you. Yeah, actually I agree, Eke. I feel like you're a leafy guy. I think that suits you. I'm the flamingo, you know, obnoxious theater kid. Coming out like, hello! Okay, so this one is burned. Just like in giant feather boa, and then, you know, bringing the drama all day, every day, even when it's really not necessary. And just doing the most. And I guess eating a lot of shrimp. I don't do that. But, you know. Alright. Let's... Because here we have them. Look, here's my... I mean... I guess it actually looks more like an emu or something. But I don't care. It's a flamingo in my heart, okay? That's just how it is. So, if you're a leaf, let's see, what does that, what would the horoscope for the leaf be this week? It's like, you know, new growth has been somewhat delayed by the onset of by the onset of Winter 2.0 Electric Boogaloo, but don't let the chilly winds dampen your spirit. You will break through and find that new hope will burst forth from the bud of your soul. Also, you will meet a tall dark stranger and fall in love. I don't know. Anyone else wants an improvised horoscope? Pick a sign. Sounds good? Yeah? Thank you. Maybe I should do that for a living. Let's see. So, yeah, improvise horoscopes. If I know if I need a sparkly scarf. Yeah, I think I have a sparkly scarf, actually. I think I do. I have a lot of scarves because remember, I'm a singer. I'm a classical singer. You're kind of obligated to have a lot of scarves because it's because it's like, oh no, I need to protect my vocal cords. Oh no, oh no. So then you need to wrap up and be very, very sensitive about it. It's important. You need the swish and you need the protection. Exactly. You understand. That's what it's all about. So that you can, handle your fears, so that you can protect the moneymaker. You need to bring the drama, like our bae Harry Styles did in the best movie of all time. And what Monkey is referring to there is cinematic masterpiece, I say with heavy sarcasm, Don't Worry Darling. A movie that made me more furious than I ever expected it to. It made me so angry. I mean, good job, Olivia Wilde. You got a reaction out of me. Blind rage. Oh my god. What am I even doing? Right now I'm just clicking around. I'm not even thinking. I got so caught up in my stupid improvised horoscope bit that I lost track of what I was doing. Quality gaming. Welcome to gaming, everyone. Oh, what are we doing here? Don't worry, darling. You can always find your way. Thank you, Monkey. I appreciate you. Let's see. I don't know, dog. I don't know. Maybe remember the tower rotation? What's the tower rotation supposed to be? So what if I aim it... That's a delightful sound. What if I aim it at the cogwheels? Does that do anything at all? To quote myself from a while back, is this anything? Let's see. And up we go. So there's a book here. Does that mean something? Probably. What does it mean? We just don't know. So what does the tower rotation do? Do you guys want to see my super useful drawings that I made, by the way? No, I'm not gonna hold them up to the camera. Oh yes, okay, fine. I'll do this so that we can. Let's see. Glaring. There you go. Art. This is art. Here it is. Genius at work. little dots. Yes. Alright. Again, should I just not, like, should I not be on... whatever. Yeah, fire. Good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Let me out. I'm doing great. I agree. I'm just gonna see that I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. I think our little storybook session did get all of it. I think. But we'll see. Man, this takes me back. These books, they just... Oh. Okay. Well, buckle up, kids. We're doing another reading sesh. Before arriving in this age, I was determined that it would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures, and it was. The sky here is dark and grey, and incessantly displays flashes of lightning in the distance. I met a very old man with a long beard and hair that hangs to his waist. He is very feeble and has trouble even moving. This man has obviously been through very many things in this strange world, and I have learned many things from him. He has told me an interesting story of this world's history. Years ago, he told me, there was a beautiful city that rose up out of the water. It housed many people inside its walls, and the people had everything they wished for. The city was surrounded by 3 high hills, which rose higher than the city. On the east hill of the city rested a large lookout post. The people of the city had constructed the post expecting visitors to arrive from the east. The people had no means of traveling on the water, which forced them to merely wait for friend or foe. As time passed, friendly visitors brought rumors of an enemy that existed beyond the horizon. The people grew fearful, yet nothing happened. One day, the usually sunny sky became as dark as night, and black ships appeared on the horizon. The lookout post's attempts at peace were turned away, and the sentries there were easily overwhelmed. The ships continued to wreak havoc on the city, apparently destroying everyone and everything. After the foundations of the city were destroyed, the city sunk deep into the ocean, and only the lookout post remained. The black ships sailed away. The man continued to say that 8 people had hidden and managed to survive through the attack. In the 9 years since the attack, 2 of the survivors had died. He also said that it was rumored that 10 years from the attack the enemy would return to finish the destruction they had started so long ago. I have decided, since hearing the man's story, it would be admirable to save this civilization and stop this enemy's plan of destruction. I am excited about the adventure that awaits me, and an idea has sparked in my mind to provide the needed defense for these people. I met the remaining survivors today, and I've begun work on a plan for protection. After a short absence, I have returned to this age with my 2 sons. They have as of yet traveled rarely with me, and they are understandably excited to be here. They have grown considerably since Everdunes, and it is already obvious to me that they will be a great help this time. Instead of the nuisance they have been in the past. Oh, Atris, you're such a charmer. All 3 of us, along with 4 of the healthier survivors, began construction today. We are building upon the old city's ruins, which will provide a perfect foundation for our fortress. My sons have been spending much of their spare time on the South Island, where most of my materials are stored. I'm very pleased with their intelligence, and their creativity is refreshing to see, as they work on some small projects of their own. Okay, so there's something about the stair that can go up and down. Feels relevant. Just gonna do a little note about stairs. Stairs? Question mark, question mark. It's when I do these reading sections that I'm like, how much is my little square covering of this? Anyway, it has been over 4 months now, and construction is going well. My sons love the world, except for its grey sky. They detest the grey sky and tell me many times they wish the sky were like the sky in Myst. Right, Myst. That's where we are, because that's what it said on the book. So we're in Myst. It doesn't cover the book? Oh, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. That makes me happy. I am le pleased. Okay, so we are on Myst, because that was on the book. Okay. The old man I first talked to tells me that the enemy is due in 4 months. I feel we will be ready when the time comes. The man reminds me of Emmett in many ways, and I often wonder how Emmett and his people are doing. It has been 6 months of work, and we have finally finished the fortress. It rests between the three hills. Sometimes this font, this handwriting, it trips me up. It rests between the 3 hills, which are now only islands due to a rising water level that the people experienced after the attack. Inside the fortress, I have designed a most intriguing device. It makes use of a technology called holography. I began experimenting with on my visits to Aspermere. It will be working in a couple of days after I compensate for some small miscalculations. This holographic device will enable the survivors to learn to use the fortress. The enemy is due to come soon, and I trust the fortress will provide... Okay, so... it's a spinny fortress. Okie dokie. Provides sufficient protection for all of us. The black ships have come. Their attack was substantial. Their weapons have been stopped, and it appears they have turned away in defeat. I could not help but smile as I watched the boats leave. Okay, I'm gonna do a little more arting. I'm just gonna do a quick note of how that insignia looks. It's kind of a crescent moon with kind of a daggery shape, I guess. Kind of. Alright. That is my most magnificent masterpiece yet, I think. Last night we had a small celebration, and the old survivors danced their dances of old. My sons did not understand why the sky had not turned back to its original blue. The old man told them that the storms would never end until the enemy was destroyed. I assured my sons that a blue sky was not worth the risk of death, and they seemed to hear me. I've had a healthy adventure and have begun work on a new book. Dude, this isn't an adventure. You were like, these people were, their civilization was destroyed. This isn't a fun adventure, actress. God damn it. Once again, he's begun work on a new book once again. I must leave a familiar age in search of a new universe. I have begun. Wow, that reading was trash. I have had a healthy adventure and have begun work on a new book. Once again, I must leave a familiar age in search of a new universe. I have begun. There. Better. But first, I will have an extended time with Catherine, whom I miss very much. I must also return to the people of the Tide. I believe in my travels I have found a substance that will ease the pain of their bone ailments that they have long endured. I hope to return to mechanical age one day and find the population growing and my fortress still strong. Though the sky may always be black, I am confident the people here feel a heavier darkness has been lifted from their shoulders. Oh no, bone ailments. Yes. Oh no, Ray. Oh no. Yeah. This guy just walks around making people feel better. It's like when I play The Sims. Aw, you're so cute. You're so cute, my friend. Okay, so anything else? Alrighty then. Let's go exploring. Let's do an explore. Do-do-do-do. On the mysterious island of Myst. Ba-ba-ba. Mystery. Ba-ba-ba. Plop, 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 plop. God, I haven't played The Sims in so long. Just so long. Okay, so water. Turbulent pool. As advertised. At least when I'm reading a bunch of pages, I know what I'm doing. 'Cause when I'm just clicking around on the island, I get very distracted. My brain just starts going, ooh. I need dates and the times. And I know there's a way, because this I remember. I don't remember how to do it, but I remember that there is a way to get this boat out of this pool. Oh, wait, what happens if... Okay. Idea. So this one is a thing. So let's make that one green, because it actually is a constellation. The leaf is a constellation. The arrow is... I thought maybe there would be false ones, but maybe there aren't. Maybe they're all just constellations. Maybe my genius idea wasn't genius. Maybe I'm not smart. Hello? You know, guys, I do think this is a six-legged spider. I'm pretty though? Thank you! I was gonna say I try, but I don't. So, you know, just thanks. Okay, so these are just the constellations. So there are no fake ones, it's just the ones we went through. So, my thought, bad. Right, and this is the power. This is the power station, where I also have no idea what to do. We're doing great, everybody. Everything's going well. Gotta love it. This looks like something I'll be like making in my pixel art tutorials that I'm making. So what happens if I just keep cranking it? Is it like gonna do anything if I just keep... No. I'm just gonna make that not very pleasant noise. And okay, obviously there's a code here that I don't know. So, wait. So this is a time. Oh, it says Myst. First I thought it was like Roman numerals. I almost said Roman minerals. Again, doing great over here. It's Roman numerals, but it's not. It just says Myst. But I thought maybe there was something about the time of day for the star room. I don't know. But guess I can make a note of it. So it's like a 11 or 12. 11, I think. Alrighty, let's keep clicking around. And wind takes me back to our last Lost Ember stream. Spaceship? Let me in! I want to get in! Okay, so power lines. Okay, so that spaceship does need a handle. I am assuming, because I effed it up a bit in here, because I'm assuming we want to get power to the spaceship, right? And here it shows that one of these is power to the spaceship. So I'm assuming that what we want is right. A bit of... wait. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Generator switches. Okay, so this one adds 1. Okay, so this one is... I feel like it's the other way around. Like this one is... So this one makes 9, 5. I mean, I don't know how much I want to go anywhere. It is very confusing labeling, Ray. I agree. Okay. Now I'm just playing around with the buttons. So this one makes 16. This one makes 8. This one makes 7. This one makes 22 for some reason. 19. 9. So... okay. Is it some sort of overload thing? Okay, let's go out again. And let's see if that... if I need to, like, restart it every time? No, it just doesn't do. So now I can make this go, but can't make this do shit. Okay. Well, so if there's power now, but not power... I am confuzzled. Which is the point of these games? Nope, that's not what I was... this is what I was trying to do. Thank you. No. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. This is pretty much how I remember these games. You just click around a lot. You too, Eke? Yeah. Yeah. You just sort of wander around. And you try stuff. You try stuff and you hope for the best. And yeah. So we gotta get power, I guess, to the spaceship, but I don't know how. Because I don't know what I did that made that go. So we'll see. Oh man, we're gonna be here for a while, folks. Oh, speaking of, callback to way back in the stream when I was going on about how I'm a singer. There are a couple of ads that keep showing up in, like, on Twitch and also on YouTube, and they get to me in my musician soul, and it's very petty, probably, I don't know, elitist or something in some way. But the first one is one where it's like they're trying to do like a parallel between like an orchestra and gaming. So they have a bunch of gamers sitting around, you know, like clicking with their controllers and everything, but it's on a stage, like it's an orchestra, like they are all sitting in an orchestra, and then there's a conductor who is conducting this symphony of clicking, and then of course there's some background music as well, and I don't have a problem with this concept. What I have a problem with is that conductor, because all he does is this. He just points, and then the music goes da, and that's all you ever see him do. And that gets to me. That gets to me. I feel insulted as a classical musician. Just have this dude just standing there, just pointing. And then all these gamers sitting there like, click, 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 click. And it's like, I get what you're doing, and you can do like stuff with the rhythm or whatever. But that conductor, man, he's just standing there like they seriously think that's what a conductor does, just points. Gets to me, man. And the other one is, but that one, the second one is just because I'm like bitter about my own failed career, I guess. Because the other one is this like, I think he's a successful artist and he's probably good at what he does. I don't know. But it's this Samsung ad. So there's this dude and he's like lying on a sofa. And I think he has like a microphone like overhead somewhere. But anyway, so he's lying on a sofa in his pajamas. And he's just like singing into his Samsung phone. He's just singing into it. But it's like this really annoying mumble singing. Where I'm like, I don't even know what you're saying, my man. Like, what are you doing? Like, he just goes like, Mama, oh mama, don't you wanna let me run? My, oh mama, don't you wanna let me my, oh mama, give me time, my, oh mama. Yeah, it's Benjamin Ingrosso, and it's like, I'm sure the dude is good at what he does, but what is that? What is he doing? He is not saying anything. Like, are you supposed to be mimicking, like, oh, and then you can just, like, record your idea? That's not an idea. You're just going, my, oh, my, don't you wanna let me run? My, oh, my, don't you wanna let me, my, oh, my. Like, what? Ah! And that sticks in my fracking craw as someone who loves music, would love to have this man's opportunities, would love to be able to do what he's doing, though not in the same genre. But I have great respect for all musical genres, and he can just lie there and fucking mumble into a phone. And I know that sounds petty and bitter, and I don't care. I'm allowed, okay? It's been a rough day. I'm allowed to be a little petty and a little bitter. I've had a rough day. I had a weird audition. I'm tired. You know? I'm not gonna go into the audition stuff because that would be unprofessional. So I'm not gonna do it, but yeah, I had a weird audition, and in general, as those of you who know me, I've been struggling a lot with my career stuff lately. So then these little things, they just get to me a little extra. They just do. You sent me an opera cat on Instagram? I don't know if I saw that. Probably not. I'll check later. I'll definitely check after the stream and look at the opera cat. Thank you. I'll for sure have a look. Aw, it's a good cat. Good, I need good cats. That's what I need in my life right now. I need good cats. Oh, guys. I'm so tired of being tired. I cannot express to you how tired I am of being tired. It's just like there's a friend of mine invited me to an event. It's like a trans focused film festival. It's been a tough few weeks, yeah, right. But anyway, so there's this like wonderful trans film festival, and it's like something I really want to support. Obviously, I think it's great, but when they invited me, I was just like, I couldn't like just immediately say yes, because I'm so tired all the time. and I don't know how I'm gonna feel this weekend, so my colon grew 3 sizes, and an hour ago I ripped my belly button. How is this real life? You ripped your belly button? Monkey! What happened? Oh my god, buddy! Be careful! Yes! Yeah, I mean, I've never ripped my belly button. I don't know if it happens to other people, but I've never ripped my belly button. I can't say that's a common occurrence, my guy. Oh my god. Well, is this anything I recognize? God, I thought I did a good job with these, like, constellation pictures. Turns out I did not. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about your belly button, Monkey. And your colon. And then I'm talking about your colon on my stream. But in my defense, you did bring it up. So that's not on me. Friends share colon tales. They do, and we are friends. It's... Oh my god, my buddy. And her colon grew 3 sizes that day. You're the Grinch of intestinal issues. When the Grinch stole, I don't know. When the Grinch stole, not Christmas. I don't know what this Grinch stole, but it isn't Christmas, and it went into your colon. And I'm sorry about that. The Grinch stole... When the Grinch stole good digestion. Yeah. That's... Yes. What is this stream? Oh, I love how I'm sitting here playing this classic game and talking about one of my best friends' colon. That is life, and it's beautiful. I have made it a disaster, and in many ways that is what I bring to the table. Look, maybe that is what you bring to the table, but you're always welcome at my table. You and your giant colon are always welcome at my table. And I am perfectly capable of turning things into a disaster. All on my own, so together we make a beautiful mess. And I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest. Well, I would have it that your colon was not 3 sizes too big because it's causing you pain. And now I'm spitting as well. Beauty, grace, style. Can you not just picture me on the stage at the Metropolitan Opera doing my debut as in my title role as Monkey's colon. And on that day I grew so large. You're welcome. You can have that one for free. Yeah, that one you can just have. It is a tough role. It's very demanding. You really have to be a real bitch. Yeah, you have to be a real bitch. But that's like, I'm just gonna stop wildly kicking around for a bit. But like, those are some of the most rewarding roles, when you get to just be evil. So while the enlarged colon is very challenging, tough role, but there is the satisfaction of just getting to give in to all of your worst impulses. Very similar to Lady Macbeth. Yes. I don't know if you know that, but there is actually an opera version of Macbeth. So like Lady Macbeth is actually an opera role that you can do. I heard a duet from the opera of Macbeth not very long ago, actually, because one of my teachers played it to me. It was very cool. Not as cool, obviously, as the iconic role of Monkeys at Lunch: but there just isn't anything quite like that one. Hey, you can make an opera out of literally anything. I swear to you. There is an opera called The Nose. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure there's an opera called The Nose. So what roles do we need for this opera? So there is the colon, obviously, but like, what other characters are we working with here? Come on, let's brainstorm this while I keep aimlessly clicking around and not getting anywhere. And I don't care. It's fine. We're not here. Anti-acid 1, 2, 3. Yes. Yes. The anti-acids 1, 2, 3. They have a bunch of very intricate ensemble numbers. Your silent appendix screaming out. Oh, that's poetic. The poetic lyricism, they're powerful. I'm moved. I am the appendix. No one knows my pain. I'm screaming in the silence, but no one hears me. I'm so sorry. Also, the funniest part here, I have seen the, like, I've seen the viewer number, like, tick up and down a bit, and it's very funny to me to imagine someone who doesn't know any of us watching this conversation unfold and me just, like, improving fucking colonic opera. What is this? This is what you get when I'm this tired. This is me with, like, negative fucks to give. That's when I start improvising. That's when I start improvising colon opera. I mean, I am in awe of the actual opera improvisers that I've met, and that I've seen work. They are incredible. So, no shade on that game. Also, in no way comparing myself to them when I start singing as Monkey's appendix. Alright. No! Not again! Fuck it! Ugh. I don't know. I don't know how to like make it do it again, other than just like wandering around the fracking island again. Like the appendix, I say, no! Yeah, the long-suffering wife. Also, an important member of the cast. I agree. Wait, is it doing something new? No. No, I'm just looking at it from a new angle. Alright. Not as big as Antacid 2, but who is? She can sleepily sing about the sun. Oh right, you were saying something about the sun? Yeah. I don't remember because Monkey did tell me about the sun. I do remember it's just people trying to get where they're going. So that can become an aria. Don't worry, they're just trying to get where they want to go. Go back to sleep, darling. The people in our living room just want to get where they're going. I need to stop. Oddly haunting song. Well, it was an oddly haunting story, wasn't it? Yeah, well, just taking the opportunity to do some singing. Because why not? Why not? And also, you know, next stream we pitch our opera plans. Obviously that's what we do. I mean, I should be singing more on stream anyway, because it's what I do, isn't it? And it's funny. Everything is more funny when you do, like, say it as if you're singing opera. Like, literally anything is funnier that way. It is just instant comedy. And I, you know, as much as I love and adore the art form and it moves me deeply in all sorts of ways, it is just also a very quick way to make things very funny. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Then again, it's actually time to end the stream anyway, so it's okay that I don't know. It's actually fine. It's actually totally fine that I have no idea. But I'll keep playing Myst. I was having a good time. I don't know how, or I hope that you guys had a good time too. It was very nice and nostalgic for me. So I'll keep doing it. Not every stream, but every other. No, okay, yeah, you stayed for the whole stream. I'm so happy. Yeah, good night, everyone. Thanks for being here, as always. I had a really good time. Got to do some ranting and raving. Listen, the cold on derailment, fantastic. Made my evening. You're welcome for the singing. I'll do it more in the future. And sleep well, everyone. Have a good weekend, and hopefully I'll see you all Monday. Love you. Bye.